Aloha everyone, welcome to your yoga class at Aloha Nathie Yoga. So glad you could join me on your mat for this sacred time for yourself. Just make sure you grab your blocks and get into something comfy. And if you love this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and let anybody know about it. Sending you so much aloha. Aloha everyone. So today's class is going to focus more on a gentle flow to release some of the energy we might be keeping inside, to just create a bit of circulation in our bodies and to connect our minds deeper within our bodies so that we can really create a deeper sense of presence and reality for ourselves in the moment. So a deeper awareness of our reality in the present moment. So my name is Natalie or Natty, and I'll be guiding you in this practice today. Just make sure you have your water with you, and if you need a break at any point, please take it. You can always pause the video. If you need to make any modifications with your body, it's important that you do listen to your body as much as possible. And if you have any injuries or anything that is going on with your body, please listen to your needs at any point in time. So glad you made it. So we'll start into a wide-legged child's pose and start getting deeper into our breaths in our wide-legged child's pose. So here, if you have knee issues, you can always tuck a blanket just behind the knees or sit on a folded blanket for your hips. And if you need support under your chest, you can have a block or a bolster underneath your chest. Just extend the arms out in front of you and release the forehead down onto the mat. Find your expression of your child's pose where you feel like you can release and let go and recognize just all that you're feeling, the sensations presently that you're feeling in your body from the fingertips all the way to the toes. Start tapping into a deeper sense of breath with yourself. Noticing areas in your body, maybe your chest or your heart center, your belly, where you're holding maybe emotions or pent-up energy or different feelings, and just become aware of this, like as if you're a witness of your experience. Without any judgment, take a deep breath in. And then slowly exhale it out. Gentle softening of the belly, of the back, of the hips. Take a few more deep breaths here in your child's pose. With every inhalation, notice the opening that you're creating in your body. And with every exhalation, try and let go and lengthen the relaxing state as you exhale. Lengthen your state of being in a relaxed way. Not just lengthening the breath, we're lengthening the relaxing sensation with our breath. Great. On your next inhale, pull yourself up into a tabletop. And just notice here your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, about hip width apart. We're going to start doing hip rotations. So start circling your hips. If you need padding underneath the knees at any point in your practice, you can always have a double mat or a folded blanket underneath your knees. Keep breathing here as you rotate your hips. And bring awareness to all of the sides of your rotation. In your hips, the outer, the middle, the inner hips, the back of the hips. And then switch directions, very gently waking up our bodies if you haven't been practicing yet today. Start tapping deeper into your breath, noticing the oceanic breath, that sound that you create as you inhale and exhale. Maybe even visualize the beautiful ocean flowing on you, coming in and out with the waves. Come back to center. We'll do some cat-cows. Inhale, look up, tailbone up. Fingers and knuckles pressing into the mat as you reach your heart forward. And then exhale, round your back, tuck the chin in, draw the navel in. Inhale, look up. Drop the belly as you press the top of the feet into the mat. Exhale, round your back, tailbone down, and really feel the protraction between the shoulder blades here. Inhale up. Keep flowing here with your own rhythm, with your breath. You can go faster, you can go slower. This is really good for the spine, really good for the front line of the body and the abdominals, the shoulders. One more here. Inhale, look up. Press out of the mat as you pull your heart forward. Eyes looking up. Exhale, round. Good. Come back to a neutral spine here. And just send your head and your torso to the right and your hips to the right for a mini kind of tabletop crescent moon. You'll feel the stretch on the left side. Maybe you might even feel something on the right side of your hip. Inhale back to center and then exhale the other side. Send your head and your chest to the left and your hips to the left. And keeping yourself in the center of the mat. Breathe into the right side, expanding the ribs, creating space for your lungs to breathe. Come back to center. And here, come onto the elbows. Drop the elbows down right in front of you. Just rotate the wrists here. Rotate the wrists. Circle the wrists. Nice circles as you breathe, and then switch directions here. Option here to lift the feet off of the mat with your knees on the mat and rotate the ankles. So lift the bottom legs off and rotate the ankles. Same thing, lubricating our joints, creating movement here on all directions. Good. Bring the legs and the forearms back down. Come into puppy pose. So keep your knees underneath your hips and just reach your arms forward for a little front stretch of the body. Maybe shoulder opening. You can lower the forehead down on the mat as well if you'd like. And if you're more flexible here, your chest might reach the mat. It's okay to be just like this. It is okay as well to be like this. Your chest, your head might not reach. You might just be reaching your arms forward, and that's as far as you can go. And that's completely acceptable wherever you're at with your body and your practice at any given moment. It's okay to change from day to day. Some days we may not feel like we can reach these things, and other days we can, and that's also okay. It's really about accepting, meeting ourselves where we're at in our practice. A few breaths here. You always have the option to have your elbows on blocks and bring your hands behind your head into reverse prayer as well to get a deeper opening in the shoulders and the lats. When you're ready, walk yourself back up to tabletop. Keep your hands about maybe a few inches past your shoulders, about shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes and just send your hips back into your heels with tucked toes. And then inhale, send your chest forward past your wrists, maybe creating a little opening in the front body. And then exhale, send your hips back again into a modified child's pose with tucked toes. Inhale back to center, reach forward. We're just flowing a little bit more gently, creating more movement here in our bodies. Bring your awareness to your toes here and your wrists. Notice how it feels, stretching your toes, stretching your wrists. And then bring some awareness to the center, the midline of the body as you reach your heart forward, opening up to the room, opening up to your space, maybe sending that energy of the heart up into the sky, into the ocean, connecting yourself with where you're from, the earth. And then come back to center. When you're ready, press your hips up and back into down dog. Pedal the feet here with your breath. And take your time. Every time you bring one heel down, feel the stretch in the calf, in the back line of the body on that side. You may want to just stay still and really feel that in one side and then go on to the other side. Either way, the goal here is to lift the hips up and back. Feel the length from the fingertips all the way to the tailbone. So notice that lengthening of the back, but keep your neck and your head relaxed. We often want to tuck the chin in down dog, but try and keep the chin just naturally laying in a natural way. And feel the hugging of the shoulder blades and lats towards the mat. So your elbows are tucking down towards the mat. Your upper back is strong for you here. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, heels up. Bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Reach the crown forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press all four corners of the feet into the mat as you reach up. Lengthening side body. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Maybe hands on shins here. Keep the arms tucked towards your sides. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press out of the mat, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Hands along your sides, palms facing forward. Rotate the shoulders back. Nice big circles, maybe closing the eyes here, feeling that nice opening in the chest. Maybe you feel a bunch of little cracks and crunching in the shoulders, in the back of the shoulders. Breathe where you feel the need to open and relax, and then switch directions with your circles. Good. Come back to stillness here. Feel your feet firmly grounded into the mat, into the earth. Lifting the kneecaps, slight bend in the knees, tailbone down. Draw the navel in as you reach the sternum up, tucking the front ribs in, strong core. Feel a lift from the heart. Feel a lift from the crown of the head up to the sky. Just notice here a beautiful mountain pose here, Tadasana. And then visualize a waterfall just pouring down your body and all the water coming down each finger and dripping back down into the water pool. Feel the connection of all of the water in and out of you. And then inhale, reach arms overhead. Bend the knees, fold forward. Fold a little deeper here. Relax the head and the shoulders and the neck. Inhale, half lift. Reach the tailbone back as you half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into high plank. Lower the knees down. We'll lower down all the way. Keep the elbows tucked in. Untuck toes, lift kneecaps, inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades. You're not lifting up high. You're looking down at your mat as you squeeze the back line of the body. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Bring awareness to your tailbone, your hip bones, and your pubic bone firmly grounded into the mat. 1 more time. Minimal weight into the hands. And then exhale, lower, tuck toes, inhale, press up into high plank or your knees. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Again, inhale, heels up. Reach tailbone back, press out of the mat with all 10 fingers. Draw the navel in. Exhale, heels down. Keep the back of the body pressing up towards the sky. Nice, strong core and front line of the body here as you reach your hips back. Inhale, heels up. Bend the knees, look forward, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, interlace the fingers, point the indexes back for a small back bend. So press the hips forward as you reach your arms back, but keep your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do this again. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant hands, hop or step back into high plank. Lower down all the way. Slowly and controlled. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows by your sides. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Reach the toes, point the toes, activate the legs. When you're ready, tuck toes. Inhale onto knees or high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Rotate the top knee. Nice big circles drawn to the sky with that knee. Keep your heart pointing towards the mat, so both shoulders are down. Maybe look down at your mat between your arms. And then switch directions with the knee rotation. If this isn't accessible to you, you can stay in down dog and flow again. Or stay still in your 3-legged dog. Come back to center into 3-legged dog, inhale. And then exhale, lower the right foot down to meet the left in down dog. Inhale, reach the left leg back into 3-legged dog. Take a breath here. Notice how you feel pressing the right heel down. Look down at your right leg. Bend the top knee, stack the hips. When you're ready, start circling the top knee, opening the groin, opening the hip flexor on the left. Use your breath as you create heat in your body. Notice the the flowing and the beautiful opening you're creating in your body. Switch directions with the knee circles. Good. Come back to center into three-legged dog. Reach the leg back, hips level with the mat. Exhale, lower that foot down to meet the right and down dog. Inhale, roll yourself into high plank. Lower the knees down, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. When you're ready, tuck toes, press yourself up into high plank, exhale into down dog. Inhale, walk your hands to your feet, bend the knees and fold forward, holding onto opposite elbows into ragdoll. Allow yourself here to hang off of your hips. So feel your hips and your legs strong holding you. And feel your spine and your upper body completely relax down with gravity here. Release the neck. Release the head. And then breathe deeply into the back, the lower back, the belly. Notice the energy may be shifting in you, mentally, physically. Come back to center, hands down on the mat. Inhale into your half lift. And then lift each foot, tuck the palms underneath your feet into gorilla pose. So slide the palms underneath your feet so that your toes are pressing down onto the wrist and bottom of the palm. Inhale, pull your heart forward, lift up, and then exhale, fold as you bend your knees, drawing the chest closer to the thighs. Send the weight into the ball and toes of the feet, giving your hands, maybe your palms, your hands a massage. Just notice how this feels. Also, you might be feeling this in the hamstrings. Keep your chest reaching down as you draw the navel in. And keep stepping onto your palms, massaging here. Release the gorilla pose, hands on your mat or shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk yourself into high plank. Come onto your forearms into forearm plank or low plank here. Elbows underneath shoulders. Press the palms into the mat. Draw the navel in as you lower the hips down to level of your shoulders. So imagine yourself being a nice strong board, like a surfboard or a plank that's a beautiful solid wood bench or plank. Inhale, drop the heels to the right. And then exhale them to the right. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, drop your heels to the left. Inhale back to center. And when you do that, use your obliques, your side abdominals to pull you up. And exhale, drop your heels to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale them to the left. Inhale back to center. And when you're ready, place your hands on your mat, push yourself back up to high plank, and then exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you into three-legged dog, toes pointing down towards the mat. And then exhale, draw the knee in towards the right elbow and just hold it here. And then inhale, sweep it back. And then exhale, take that right foot, step it on the outside of the right hand. And then lower the back knee down. Take your block and place it in front of you here. And then notice if you feel here in your low lunge, we're just opening that left side of the hips. If you feel like you want to lower down on the forearms as you reach your heart forward, please do so. You can also heel toe your right foot out towards the edge of your mat to open up even more if you'd like. Take a few deep breaths here in lizard or low dragon. And then you have the option here to drop the right knee opened and pivot your right foot onto its outer edge. Option to take the right hand on the inside of the right thigh and press the thigh away from you as you twist to the right. These are options, so if you don't feel you can go there, that's okay. If you want to go deeper, you can have your forearms directly down on the mat. You can also bend the left knee and grab the left ankle with the right hand, just like this, if you'd like to go deeper. Just breathe here into what you're feeling. Use the exhalation to soften in the sensations. Come back to center, hands framing your front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step the right foot back to meet the left, and lower down into a flow. You can come into a chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you into three-legged dog. Reach the heel back to lengthen from the fingertips. Exhale, draw the left knee into the left elbow. Hold it here for a breath. And then inhale, sweep it back into three-legged dog. And then exhale, take the left foot, step it on the outside of the left hand. Grab your block, lower the back knee. You can untuck the toes. And then you can stay here, pulling your heart forward, lengthening the spine. Option to lower down on the forearms. Keep your jaw relaxed. Maybe you're clenching your jaw, you're clenching other parts of your body. Just notice and try and find ease in those areas with your breath, with your mindfulness. When you're ready, if you'd like to go there, you can heel toe your foot out more towards the edge of the mat. Drop the left knee open and pivot your foot onto the outer edge. And notice maybe a difference of sensation in the left hip, or maybe even in front of the right hip. Option to take the left hand on the inside of the left thigh and press the thigh away from you as you twist to the left. Maybe giving yourself a little internal smile for showing up on your mat, for taking the time to feel everything you're feeling, and being present with yourself. Option here, if you'd like to go deeper, to bend the right knee, grab on to the ankle with the left hand as you send your heart forward. So press the right hip down as you send the heart forward. You'll feel that very deeply into the right quad and hip flexor. Good. When you're ready, come back to center, hands on mat. Remove the block, frame the foot, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step it back into high plank, lower down, chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, up dog, pull your heart forward, lift the kneecaps, open the shoulders up, and then exhale, down dog. Take a couple of deep breaths in your down dog here. Maybe now you're feeling more open in the back line of the body. Walk your hands to the back of the mat as you fold more deeply here. Heel toe your feet out a bit past your hips, toes pointing out towards the edges of the mat. You can sit on a block. It's recommended if you're really working on your Malasana. And then otherwise, just send your hips down into your deep yogi squat, Malasana. Bring your arms inside of the thighs, palms to the heart. So palms together at the heart. And here, you're really lengthening from the tailbone up to the crown of the head. So looking forward, gazing forward, or maybe if you're comfortable, just closing your eyes. Reach your heart to your hands. Lift the sternum up as you press your arms into your thighs and your thighs into your arms to activate the glutes, to activate the hip muscles. Inhale, plant the left hand in front of the left foot. Sweep the right arm overhead as you exhale. Take a deep breath here. Keep pressing the left arm into the left leg. And then exhale back to center. We'll do the other side here. Inhale, plant the right hand in front of the right foot. Sweep the left arm overhead, maybe looking up. Keeping the shoulders open, keeping a length in the front of the chest. Press your right arm into your right thigh. And then exhale back to center. And then when you're ready, plant your palms forward, come onto the sit bones, however you'd like to find yourself here. Plant the soles of the feet onto the mat, wider than your hips. And then your hands behind your hips and just sway your knees side to side. Just sway them side to side here. To release the lower back, to create a deeper opening in the hips. And we're going to flow a little bit in our caterpillar. So bring your legs directly forward, extend them forward, toes flexing towards you here. So the goal is, this is fundamentally staff pose or dandasana, right? So we're creating like an L shape where the back of our legs and our sit bones are firmly grounded into the mat, and our backs are lengthening up towards the sky, creating a nice flat back. It's like a half lift, right? But it's sitting down. And a lot of the yoga poses, they repeat themselves in different planes, in different ways. So you might have the same one on your back, you might have the same one standing up or sitting. This is basically a half lift, but sitting. Have your hands along your hips, fingers pointing forward. Inhale, lift the heart up, lift the back of the heart up. Feel the shoulder blades maybe hugging in towards each other a little bit more. Drawing the navel in, strengthening the legs, so flexing those toes. And then exhale, release, let all of it go. You might be rounding your back right now. That's okay. We'll do this again. Inhale, lengthen the front body, lift, press out of the mat with your palms and your fingers, flex the toes, activate the legs, and then exhale, release. And so now we're more conscious of the difference between passive sitting and active sitting, right? And then we'll inhale, sweep the arms overhead, feel the length again, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Feel maybe a slight hugging of the shoulder blades and the lats forward a bit. And then exhale, keep the length forward as you reach your arms forward. And then fold. Inhale, come back up, reach up in Dandasana. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lengthen, reach and fold. 5 more times, and notice if you can go deeper every time. Deeper awareness of the breath. When you're finished your 5 fold, stay in your last fold. When you find yourself in your last fold, hold it here. Option to take a block right in front of the feet to keep your feet flexed at a 90-degree angle. You can hold onto the block, pull yourself deeper in as you fold, but try and be mindful of relaxing the shoulders. If you'd like it in a deeper, more relaxed state, you can just release the hands alongside your legs and allow yourself to round forward, letting the head and the neck go. Breathe deeply into the lower belly and the lower back. And as you exhale, melt deeper. Beautiful, nourishing, full breaths that allow you to feel centered and alive and relaxed. Relax the jaw and the eyes. And when you're ready, walk yourself back up, release the block if it was there. Plant the soles of the feet onto the mat, adjust yourself further into the front of your mat. And when you're ready, with control, take your arms forward, reach your heart up, draw your chest forward, and then send the shoulders back into their sockets. And when you're ready, start rolling from the bottom of the tailbone. Slowly, with a count of 7, to roll yourself on your back. 6, 5, 4, keep the navel drawn in. 3, 2, 1, and release your back onto your mat, drawing the knees into the chest for a hug. Maybe here you'd like to sway side to side, letting all of it go. Maybe you'd like to open the knees wide, circling the knees and the hips. Whatever feels organic to you right now in your practice. It's active listening to what we need with ourselves. And if you're circling, just circle gently into the opposite direction. And then when you're ready, open the knees wide, take the arms inside of the thighs, grab onto your shins or the outer edges of your feet, open up into happy baby. And in your happy baby here, keep drawing the tailbone down, so press the tailbone and the lower back down into the mat as you draw the thighs down towards the mat. Your toes are flexed. in line with your knees. Open the feet wider, open the thighs wider. So your knees are pointing away from your body and down towards the mat. And here you have the option with your breath to maybe sway side to side. You can also open one leg, straighten one leg out as you have the other one in a bent position. You can switch sides. You can even have both legs open out into a V. Keep your back, your shoulders on the mat. And if ever you have a hard time here with your head and your neck, you can always have a block underneath the head in your happy baby. 2 more deep breaths here. When you're ready, just bring the soles of the feet together. Lower the feet down. Open your knees into your Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And you can flutter the knees a little bit. You can just wiggle the lower back and the sacrum side to side on the mat if that feels good. And then maybe sending the arms overhead for a nice big opening of the armpits, the side body, lengthening the front of your body. Take a really deep breath in here. All the way up into the chest, maybe all the way into the base of the throat. And then open your mouth and side out. Relaxing the belly, the lower back, your entire torso down. Inhale into the inner thighs. Exhale, relaxing the knees, relaxing the hips and the arms, the hands, the shoulders. One more time. Inhale deeply into the hips. And then exhale, relaxing the third eye, the forehead, the eyes, the cheekbones, and the jaw. Whenever you're ready, if you'd like to stay here for your final Shavasana, feel free to do what you need. You can even put a blanket or a towel over your face to darken your room. Feel free to extend the legs out, giving yourself a final big stretch here as you inhale, reaching out of both ends, pointing the toes, pointing the fingers, drawing the navel in, feeling the ribs lift up in towards the heart. And then exhale, relax all of the back line of the body down into the mat. Take as long as you need in your final Shavasana. Mahalo nui loa for joining me today and really committing yourself to your practice. Sending love and light. Namaste.